In this video, I'm going to show you the one thing that you can do to instantly make your ads work way better. And this is being used by some of the biggest guys in the industry. And I'm going to show you the frameworks, the strategies, and everything. But before I show you that, what's this one thing that you can do to instantly make your ads work way better? Well, it's creating content. And before you click off of this video, it's not just creating content. It's creating content with the right strategy and the right framework. And you can actually hurt your business by posting wrong type of content, as I'm going to show you actually in the video of how my client actually did that and how we fixed it for him using this framework and the strategies that we implemented for his content. But before I show you what frameworks and strategies that you can implement in your content to instantly make your ads work way better, let me tell you a quick story. Well, I had a client to start working with us 6 months ago, and he's a business coach, and he was spending 100 grand on advertising. He was only posting direct response ads, and his ads were working pretty nicely. Like, he was getting 2-to-1 return or 1-to-1 return, which means he puts the dollar in Meta and he's getting either $1 back or $2 back in direct return, which means all the profits that he usually made was on the backend system. And he's a business coach, so the longer his clients stay, the more money he makes. And that was working pretty nice for him. He was not too happy about it, but it was making him money in the long run. And he scaled the business to almost 300 grand a month. So $3 million business. So I will take that.
What do you mean by that?
But when he got on a call with us, he told me my ads actually stopped working. I'm actually creating new creatives. I'm actually trying to test a bunch of the hooks. And this is before the Meta drama that actually happened, but he was split testing the hooks. He was trying all the stuff. And he told me, I'm creating good ads. I paid courses. I know these ads used to work. Why they are not working anymore? So he just hired us for the content. And so we started creating content for him. And we have, for every single client, we have the one strategy and the one framework that we use for the content that I'm going to show you. And we started implementing this framework. And 2 months in of working with us, he tells me, oh, you know what's awesome? I made 60 grand this month just off of organic, and my ads are starting to get way better return. They're profitable again, but I didn't change anything on the ad thing. I actually spent less money. And I was like, wow, cool. Let's get on a call. Show me everything that you did. Like, I want to know everything. And he was actually down. He had some time. And so we hopped on a call, and he tells me, yeah, these are my ads. I'm doing this and that. And I'm sending them directly to either DM, my salary is booking a calls, or they opt into my funnel. And he had only those type of ads, either DM ads or direct to funnel ads. And he told me, you know what's the wildest thing? I'm getting less views on the content, which we deliberately did that because I'm going to tell you why, but more people are buying, more people are opting in, and I don't understand it. And at the first, to be completely honest, I didn't understand it too. I was like, okay, so you didn't change anything, and oh yeah, maybe you're being favored by Meta gods, you know, or advertising gods. And I was researching, and what we found out later on is he's using Hyros, so he would see exactly where people were coming from. He found out that actually, what happened is he would build that audience through advertising, and he was doing direct response ads again. He was just having the CTA, like, buy my stuff, opt in, get a free thing. Those are only things that he did. And they used to work, but they didn't. So what would happen is actually people will see those ads and they will actually click on his profile. They wouldn't click on the funnel, and they will follow him. And then they will start to consume his organic content. And I was like, wow, but they wouldn't buy, they wouldn't take any steps. So over the period of 1 month of consuming the content, they would actually get the courage, they will feel confident enough to get on a call with his closer, and he will close them. By the way, he was selling really high ticket. He was selling 12 grand program for 3 months. And he was like, this is incredible. I can't believe it. I'm getting actually like really good returns, because he went from spending 100 grand, losing money, to spending around 60 grand, to making more money than ever from, in terms of like return on investment. And we dived in and we doubled on. We started creating even more content with this framework, and he scaled his business to almost 300K just from the content alone with this framework. So it's actually wild that people nowadays won't actually take actions because they don't trust anybody anymore. Like, especially his industry, coaching industry, and even like us as a marketer marketers, nobody trusts us, and they're not down to actually buy from us immediately, because what happens is in business space, a lot of business owners are ready to invest in themselves. And what will happen is a lot of people will reach out to them, they will see a bunch of ads, they will buy from some guy and he will screw them over. And a lot of people will screw them over, and ultimately they are being trained not to trust us. And now they're seeing us as a threat instead of seeing us as some way of helping them. And instead of, if we focus on actually just deliberately just helping them, we are going to make way more money, because now we are not looking salesy. We are looking like a person that they can trust, a person that they can actually, buy from. And the wildest thing I didn't mention is what will happen is those people wouldn't actually book a call from the ad again. They will see the content, they will opt in for the free stuff, they will get the free stuff, they continue to see the content, more and more content, and then they will either type in like his domain name, which is not that many people actually in his case, but a lot of people would actually click on his link in his bio and they would directly book a call. And that amazes me. So what's the framework that we use in the structure for the content? Because like I said, the content is the key, but the wrong content can hurt your business, because he was getting more views before working with us, but he was posting broad content, so that content didn't resonate with most people, so it hurted sales. Not a lot of people walked in, not a lot of people would book a call, and all those things that will actually make the money. And well, here's the framework. So when it comes to actually creating content, any content, even if you're creating broad content, but if you're a business owner, create this type of content. First of all, start creating niche down content. That's the only content that you want to create. Second of all is create content with this 4-step framework. You want to start the videos by the hook, and the hook is the most important one, because the hook will determine who will see your videos. And here's the shocker: you don't want to make your hook really crazy, like something that gets everybody's attention, because that will ruin your business. Instead, you want to do call out hooks, what I like call, or I learned this from Dan Kennedy, he calls it dog whistle copy. So essentially, you're calling out people in the hook. Whoever is your ideal client, you want to call them out, either by their profession, their struggles, their fears, their dreams, or what they're trying to achieve. You can call them out in various of different ways. And if you actually call them out, they will feel personalized, so they'll pay more attention on your content and they will see your content. That's how we get the right people to watch your content. And the second thing is build up, which is what builds the tension of them, to makes them watch longer and actually explains them why they should watch that video fully. And not a lot of people are using this because they think it's not important, but the hook is actually just the first 3 seconds of your video. Then you need to actually contribute why they should actually really pay attention. So you break their pattern interrupt. And essentially the hook would be, here's why you're losing money as a fitness coach, for example. And then the build up would actually be, I was myself losing 30 grand a month just by doing these mistakes, and you can fix them in 60 seconds by watching this video. So now we explain them why they should actually watch this video, and we contribute by giving the proof that I was losing 30 grand. Now their subconscious brain says, oh, let me pay attention because this actually resonates with me. Now, third part of the video is value. This is where you actually give these mistakes and show them how to fix them and etc. And the fourth part of the framework when it comes to creating content is actually a CTA. And when it comes to CTA, you want to use the same CTA over and over again, and that is a CTA for creating in the content, organic content. And what we like to use is ManyChat, and then we like to say like comment the word if you want to see XYZ. When it comes to CTAs, if you want to make your CTAs work way better, use this small framework for them, and that is, here's what I got, here's what I'll do for you, and here's what I want to do next. And that's like, I have a full page explaining exactly how to fix these mistakes step by step, and that will actually help you make way more money. If you want them, comment a doc in the comments and I'm gonna send it to you. So it has, here's what I got, I have this Google Doc, it will save you money, and I want you to comment. That's that framework. And if you do that with your CTAs, you'll instantly make them work way better. So that's the 4-step framework for your content that you can use, but this will never work if you don't go niche down. So when it comes to the niche down content, you really want to speak only to your clients, only to your ideal customers. Otherwise, it will resonate to everybody else and your content won't actually work. It will get attention, but it won't work simultaneously with your ads. And that's actually the framework. Now, the strategy, actually I didn't give you one, is basically what we did is, I know it sounds silly, but don't sell in your ads. He had those direct response ads. Like I said, he didn't change anything, my client, and we actually got like additional $1,000 to spend in advertising, and we only ran reach objective ads. And he started running those awareness campaigns, and he would boost the current organic content that we created, and he would just show it to people, and then he will retarget everybody that consumed that piece of content. And now those people people are being able to see like 30 pieces of content, really cheap, by the way, because he's using awareness objective, actually reach objective in awareness campaign. And that's like really cheap. So he would retarget like 5,000 people for $5 a day across like 10 different assets. He would spend like $50 a day. So it was 1,500, something like that. And he would get really amazing results because people will continue watching his content and they will actually start to trust him. And this is what I want to say. When it comes to the reason why your coaching or agency offer or whatever is not working, is because people are not trusting you. And a lot of people are being burned by other agency, other coaches who gave them bad results and they gave them money. So when they see your ads, they resonate with those people. They see you as a villain. And one thing you can do to fix that is doing the opposite, just helping people. You know, he put $1,500 in ads, just showing 5,000 people like 20 ads or something over the course of probably 2 weeks, and they will consume those ads and they'll trust. And eventually, when they did saw that direct response ads, some of them would buy, some of them wouldn't buy, but then they will organically be nurtured by Instagram and they will click that link in bio and they will book a call with his closer. And that's how he made his advertising work way better. And he got like 20 extra ROAS on one of his advertising. I saw Taki's post recently and he said that he spent $2,700 on advertising and he got like so many clients and they made like 300 grand a month, which is crazy, diabolical. I don't know, like that's 100x ROAS by actually having his organic content. And he's contributing all the success to actually having the content work simultaneously with the ads. I think that's the future with advertising, with high ticket especially, like only with high ticket. With low ticket, those are impulse buys, but so you can do direct response. But direct response on cold audience, I would never suggest that anymore, because I think why not just build trust with people, because that's logically makes sense, because nobody is in the right mind will spend like 12 grand when they first see you. Even no matter of your offer or whatever, they just don't trust you because they are being burned before, or we need to guess that they have been burned. So, or they just don't trust you because we are on a bad word of mouth as marketers. So just help people and combine those strategies. And if you are a high ticket coach or agency owner and you want to implement a proven content system that will deliberately get you more clients and more leads through your content, and you want to scale rapidly to 6, 7, or 8 figures, then click the link down below and book a free consulting call where we show you exactly how we can set up the framework and strategy and the proven system that works for our clients and myself, that helps us scale our agencies and our high ticket coaching offers through content. So if you are down, just click that link down below, book a free call. And if you don't want to buy anything, this is not a pitch call. We just want to show you the strategies, what we do. And if you're cool, you can buy from us. Yeah, that's a pitch. So yeah, subscribe down below. And again, click that link, book a call, and completely free. You'll see our strategies and our systems that we use for our clients. So go, keep shining.